Are you ready?
Yeah.
Gems or junk, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
You finished texting your girlfriend, yeah?
No.
Alright, okay. It's recording, by the way. Hello and welcome to another Gems or Junk. In this... Don't peel the sellotape off. Sorry, viewers, it's James again. Up to his normal shenanigans. In this Gems or Junk, we're going to be looking at a collection. How many is there? 1, 2, 3... 3 train sets plus a bonus train set I was given for free, and a box of stuff I picked up off Facebook. So they're all Hornby train sets, apart from that one at the bottom there, but we'll keep that as a secret till last day. And also I got, along with the train sets, this tub of stuff here. So we're going to look at this first, James. Now this can go straight in the bin, because it's one of them bloody track mats. Look, yeah, chuck that out. That's the bin. That's bin fodder.
In the next 5 days.
Oh, and what we got in here then?
I think we'd lose subscribers if we did.
Yeah. That's an old point thing. That's no good. I want to keep rubbish. This is all nickel silver track. There's some... Oh, look. Set of points, James.
Oh, yeah.
They're in good nick. They work fine. So I put it down here. See what we've got. We've got some curves. There's loads of curves. Look at this. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. That's good news.
Why?
Because that means there's a circle there, which means...
Melissa's train set?
Well, not necessarily Melissa's train set, but we've got some things coming up in Trash to Track. As the Midnight Freight train set was so popular, we are doing some more. Another set of points there. See, that's good. Because there's 2 sets of points there.
And 1 straight bit of track. And there's another.
No, I mean the points, they're like, I think they're 15, 20 quid a piece. For all this lot I'm going to show you today, I paid £70 for everything today. There's another piece of track, that's a different curvature.
You've got a whole train set in there.
Yeah, there's the power cordlet.
You
There's
could make
the
a full
paracord.
train set of that, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Because you've got 2 points.
There is a full train set there. There's also a Hornby, I think that's Hornby, yeah, Hornby later style brake van with the metal handrail. That metal is, that's quite good, isn't it?
Oh,
It's missing a handrail.
fish plates.
There's a packet of fish plates, and that to me looks like Trains for You's price sticker. So them fish plates, they're brand new, look, can go straight into my fish plate tub.
Might have hair on it,
Spiderweb. And also in the box was a vacuum detail pack. That box is cracked, that can go outside in the bin. And there was this. So this is a bonus. I didn't, as long as the 3 train sets, we've got this extra engine, which is a Virgin Trains.
So there, you've basically got a brake van ride train set sort of thing.
Yeah, that's got its detail pack with it. Look, there was also a certificate, but I'll show you that in a minute because that goes to one of the train sets.
Wait, we've got loads more train set ministries. It's got the TT train set stuff to do,
Yeah, we have.
don't we?
We have. Shall we see if that works on the track that we found in here? Shall we see if it's clean? While me and James set this up, I'm going to talk to James about his girlfriend. Pack it in, you. That's all you are on YouTube, isn't it? You're a random hand that waves every so often.
Yeah.
People will just think it's my hand.
When we get to 10,000 subscribers, I'll show my face in the general.
No, I don't want to lose subscribers.
Oh.
It's not an ugly baby contest. He's not the most photogenic of people. He looks like his grandfather. Right. Hopefully that should be connected. Right, do you think this is going to run? I can't even see if it's on the camera, to be honest. Do you think this is going to work? Oh, blooming heck. Straight off the bat. That's alright, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So,
We could do that. Is that
I've got one in the drawer. I've already got one of these in the drawer that I bought for parts when I did an 06 up, but it's got a digital chip in it.
No.
So, like I said, so we paid, all told, what you're going to see today, we paid 70 quid. So we've got a working 06, so what, second-hand value if you went to the model shop, 20 quid. That's a fiver, and they are probably £10 each second-hand. So you've got 10, 20, 45 quid's worth of stuff, plus the track in the first bin. We haven't even looked at the train sets yet. Yeah, they could, because it's nice and bright, although it's not authentic livery. It's nice and bright. Yeah, I think we might give that to Melissa. Right, the second train set. Do you want this one off your lap?
Yeah.
Second train set we're going to find, we're going to look at, was actually picked up for me from locally by a mate of mine called Shane. Now, Shane's actually got his own YouTube channel. I'll put a link below. He does car valeting. He's a really nice guy. He picked this up for me off Facebook because it was local to him, more local to him than it was me. And we've got a problem, James, because I cannot fit it all in the screen. Yeah, a can of Pepsi. Right, Hornby electric train set from about 1979. What do you reckon it's going to be? Do you reckon it's going to be 47? Oh wait, what's he doing on there? I want we stood underneath him. Or right, should we have a look? It is no.
Oh, what the hell?
It is a class 29 intercity train set with some extra parts. Now we've got over there. We've got the controller. One of those. Generic 1970. Oh look, let me try and move it over here so you can so you can see. This is what happens when they're stored in lofts. Are you watching, James? Look, the polystyrene has reacted with the wire and has actually melted, look, into the polystyrene. Look, very common. I see this all the time. That wire on there is sticky. It hasn't even got a plug on it. James, that can go straight in the bin, that controller. I'm not even going to attempt to try that, because it might end up burning the house down. So here we have a class 29 train set. Now it looks in good nick, doesn't it? Initially, it's been put in wrong. Bogies are all backwards. He's texting his girlfriend again, viewers.
What?
Oh look, there's an extra. What was that?
I don't know.
Just mind your bloody great elbows. That's a boiler load. That's a Bachmann thing, I think. Look, it's like a model boiler.
Yeah.
Obviously didn't come with this train set, not original.
I have a one.
But that's quite cool. Right, track. Oh, that is nickel silver track. That's Pico set track. Look at this. This is weird. Right, before we get onto the trains, we've got the straight sections of track have been replaced with nickel silver track. Look, there's lots of extra little bits of track that are not actually part of this train set, I don't think. And then the curves, look. That's steel track, which is rusty as hell. So I know people don't like me saying it, because somebody commented on the last Gems or Junk.
Yeah.
But I put the steel track in the bin. It's just not worth the hassle. But there's 5 curves. Is that 6 curves? So they're missing 2 curves anyway. So that's steel. So that would have been original with this train set, yeah?
Yeah.
And all of this stuff is golden in colour. Look, it's nickel silver Pico stuff, which is quite old. Looking at the stamp underneath.
Yep.
So they must have bought that extra. They must have bought extra tracklet after they bought the train set. And that, as you can see, I'll give you an example, James. Look how tarnished and rusty this has gone. Can you see the rust? I don't know if you can see the rust if I pick up on the camera. But that's really rusty, isn't it, yeah?
Yep.
From being stored in a loft. These, look, haven't tarnished at all, look.
No, they haven't.
So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to keep the train set box for this
Even
one.
though it hasn't been outside, it still gets rusty.
Yeah, it's a damp in the air. The box for this is pretty manky, look at it. It's all ripped. It's got like rust marks on the inside.
My brake light.
Oh, sorry. Oh, it's R825. So that's the train set. I'll have a look at that up. If I look 825, what I'll do is I'll find a picture of that train set and I'll put it in the corner here somewhere when it was brand new. I'm going to bin that, recycle that. It's not worth keeping that, isn't it?
Yeah, we could mend it.
No, because it's covered in old sellotape. This
Or we
is
could make a new one and print it off.
no, because I ain't going to keep this in the box because look, the polystyrene's gone in the corners, so that can go in the recycling. The track I'll keep with the other nickel silver track that we just took off. That can go in the bin. The one thing about this train set, look, the loco actually came in a separate polystyrene box.
Could you put that in a box?
So what they would do is they would put the coaches in. It allowed Hornby Railways to have a generic tray, right? They can put what coaches they want. They can put steam era coaches, these like intercity 1970s coaches, and all they had to do was get a 47, a 37 or a 29, just slot the box in. And that way they didn't have to mould loads and loads of trays. So we'll have a look at the loco in a minute. Let's have a look at the coaches first, which appear to be, at first glance, when the bogies are the correct way around.
Wait, hold on a second.
Oh no, look, it's got
Did you do a
sellotape.
review video on that engine?
No, I didn't. Not yet. No, because it's not. That's new to me. Not new. It's been about ages. That's got a sellotape mark on the roof, but the wheels are very clean. It's not had a great deal of use. This one has got a mark on it, James. It's got a soldering iron or a glue mark on the side there. Oh look, what is that?
Like,
I don't know what that is. That needs a good wipe.
just doesn't make any sense. Why do people, when they're soldering, leave their coating on the bit of track they're soldering on, so they end up catching it? And then
I don't know. I don't know, but I have done it in the past. Just soldering iron. Just if it's in your hand, like say this brush that I use for dusting, and James's makeup. Like if I'm soldering, my soldering iron I use like that. So if I was soldering a wire, like if I was soldering a wire on here, and you solder it, and then you go to move it, do you see what I mean? You catch it. I've done it before. People, it happens. But them coaches are in good nick, look. Apart from they're quite dirty, some of them.
That one looks like someone's been shot for a while, and all the blood splattered across the coach.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tray away so we can come. There's nothing else in there of any interest, is there? No, it is all empty. Yeah, and then like I said, you can see where the wires have reacted to the. That's interesting. Extra storage space. I wonder if you could fit a. No, put the extra space on the low pad. Well, that can go out there. What's that gone?
It's snowing now.
Right, so we've had a look at the coaches. What do you reckon to this engine? Do you reckon this is going to run?
First off, let's check the other side's okay.
Hang on, I'll get it out in a second. I should get this out. These things are like buses. I've been wanting to do one of these for Trash to Track, and I've actually got 3 to make to do, and then I've got another one which looks to be.
Why are they like buses?
Because I didn't have any, and now there's loads coming along.
Oh.
Look at all the dirt in there. So that looks to be in very good condition. The wheels are very clean. I don't think really it's had much use at all. Now, what do you reckon? Do you reckon this is going to go?
Yes and no.
You can't say yes or no.
Yes.
Ready? No. I think it was trying to go. Hang on. The buffer's come out that end. Look. I'll just push that buffer back in because I don't want to lose it. Yes, all the buffers and couplings are complete. There's a lot of dust on it. Right. Yeah, that went to go then.
Are you sure it weren't the track? You can hear it, I can hear it.
Yeah, that's going to... right, I'll get this coffee stirrer and undo that clip. So it looks all tidy. What is that? That's probably... There's a clip there, look. Look, there's a metal clip that was stuck to the magnet, and it was actually resting on that cog. So, here, just do me a favour, hold the motor up. That's it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the wires directly to the brush terminals to see if...
I get electric shock or something.
Then it'll give the viewers something to laugh about, won't it? Oh, look at that. Scream. Do you know what makes that screaming though? It needs lubricating. There's no... So it does work.
Ow.
Oh, don't off. It didn't electrocute you, you pillock. Sure, can you smell it?
Yeah.
That hasn't turned a wheel in anger for a long time. That was it wasn't seized up, but it weren't far off. Right, let me just put your blooming phone down. She can wait. Yeah, it's not having it, James, on the track. But it did work, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
So it's not actually having it. So that is a contender for, well, like I said, I've got 2 or 3 of these to do for Trash to Track now. So I might even give one to you if you're lucky.
Yeah.
One interesting thing about this is a bit of a hybrid. I say it's a 29, but it's not really. Because the front of the engine, the lights, the holes here for the lights are reminiscent of a 21. But the head code panel was a class 29, so they did like a mishmash of front ends for one loco, which never really made a lot of sense to me.
Wait, I know what I'm going to do. For like a next running session video for your channel, I'll film my train set running as a different...
You've got to dust it first. Looks like a snow scene at the minute. Right, so there we go. So that was what we got. And again, thank you to my friend Shane who fetched that for me locally. And again, that is included in the £70 price tag that I paid for all of this. Look at that. That weren't there before. Look at the black mark along that track.
What the
That's the traction tyres have done that off that engine. Because that wasn't there when I tested that 06. So that does need a bit of work. But yeah, thanks for picking that up for me, Shane. I do like that. They're in quite good condition. Everything's salvageable. That motor runs, so that's good. So we'll push that to the back, shall we?
Yeah.
And we'll have a look at the next thing, which has a slight aroma of nicotine to it, unfortunately, but that will go. Is Father Christmas's Express. Shouldn't do that, it's August. Santa's Express. Now, this was all part of the deal. It's not something I would normally buy, but we'll have a look, shall we?
Yeah.
I don't know how complete this is going to be. Oh, look at that. Is there a dreaded track mat? No, thank God. Good. Somebody's binned it already. This looks complete, doesn't it? There's a random stray piece of track there. There's your power connecting track. Look at that. That looks like it's never been out the box.
We could have that
on the windowsill.
Yeah.
How many?
Wait, no,
1, 2, 3. Yeah, so all the track says 8 curves, and this goes in the bottom there like this. Can you smell it? It does smell a little bit smoky. So
when that model piece had that model piece that a friend of made where it could sit on the mantelpiece.
Yes.
Yeah.
My friend Neil at the little layout company had made a Christmas train set.
We can make one of them and it goes up through the village and goes through the tunnel and then back there.
Shall we have a look at what we've got then? We have oh, it's dusty, look at that. It's very dusty. We have a reindeer in transit van, which is, if you watch the Midnight Freight one we did, that is the Red Arrows van. Yeah. Just in a different livery. Rolled off the production line again. It must be getting on for 40 years old, that van. We've got a open wagon which is full of toys. I actually really like that. How cool is that? Oh, it comes out, look. It's got North Pole on the side of it. Yeah. Metal wheels, and look at that load, look, with all the presents in. I've never actually owned a Christmas train set like this. It's quite good. And then we've got the generic Great Western 101 tank engine.
I've seen them in the shops and said we might get one this Christmas Saturday, but then
we never do.
Got one.
But now we have. It's very dusty. But that's all complete. I would say, looking at the wheels, oh, maybe not. Look at all the fluff in there. There is a lot of carpet fibres on this thing. James is yawning. There's a lot of carpet fibres. There's a lot of hair wrapped around that thing, mate. So, what do you reckon? Should we tie this one?
Yeah.
Let's put it on its own box so I ain't got to zoom in too much. Oh. Green wires come off. Look. Ooh, I think that works. I think that's a positive, James. That is.
Yeah.
That is a positive that works because it ran off because I left. Oh.
Well, it plays music as well.
Turn that off. Turn that off. You'll be playing bloody music. That don't seem to run very well. Look. That is. You see it jumping. That needs some work doing to it before Christmas. That is, yeah, look at all the carpet fibres and hair in there, look. It's all in that cylinder block, look. I don't know if it'll pick it up on camera. It might not focus. You can see it sticking out. So that needs some work on it, but it runs, which is a good thing. Isn't it? The girls, why won't that go back in there? The girls are going to love that. Is that even the right way? Yeah, it weren't in the right way, James. So yeah, Santa's Express train set. Although, looking at that engine, if you were driving that at the North Pole, you'd be pretty cold.
Yes.
So that is complete. That is a complete little train set. I don't know what the retail price is on that from Hornby, but that is Santa's Express train set. That's good, isn't it, really? Right, let's put that aside and we'll get the third and final train set that we're going to look at. What's the matter?
The bottom is like...
And the bottom, now the box on this again is pretty bashed up, but this one is Hornby's Southern Belle with an N15 in it. The Southern Belle with an N15, 3 Pullmans. The box is, that's not good, look at that. I just hope the coaches aren't damaged inside.
Yeah.
Because I haven't looked at these. Now the guy who sold me them said that these were complete. However, the N15 is missing some minor parts, in his words. He said it was missing some minor bits.
By that he probably means half the body, half the wing.
Well, we'll see in a minute. So this certificate we mentioned earlier is for this train set. Certificate of Authenticity, the Southern Belle. Sir Blamore de Ganis, SR King Arthur class. I've probably said that wrong. 3 Pullmans. When in terms of Southern Belle. This model is limited to production of 2000. This is number 1510 of 2000. So I'll keep that certificate aside. So what do you reckon this is going to be like? Excuse me, did I say you could move? Right, let's have a look at this. Pull that box, Jimbo. Gently, 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 gently. Whoa, right. First thing we've come across is a broken piece of track. So that can go in the bin. And the N15 at the top there. Right, we'll start with that. Shall we, or shall we have a look at the track first? This again hasn't got all the track, and it's got different radius of track. So you've got 2 second and you've got 3 of each. That makes no sense. So there is some track missing off this. But again, I might, the poor state of the cardboard box, I'm tempted to bin, because that's not going to be worth anything, is it, like that? Eh?
Yeah, there's going to be people in the comments like, why'd you bin that old box? Why'd you bin that old box? Why'd you bin that box?
Yeah. Why did I bin it? Well, I binned it because that's no bloody good. 2 more bits of straight track, James.
Yep.
Set of points. Do you think this is... Oh, that's wedged in there. Oh, they're slightly damaged because the sleepers have unclipped. But they are mendable, so I'll put them with the others. And another set of points which are completely at it, look.
Yep.
They are completely wrecked. There's a controller. Won't be perfect. I actually like these. I prefer these to the later ones I did, more robust. So we'll put that in the box as well. What we got down here? We have got operating instructions. Is that what that is? Points. Point instructions. That can go in the bin. Don't need that. This is link wire assembly. Can bin that because I don't need that. We've got a set of buffers. Keep those. And 2 power clips. Link. There's your link wires. So yeah, not looking too bad so far. Now the engine, as James has pointed out, the engine is missing its rods, chimney and deflector. So the little bits he said it was missing are the rods. They are badly bent. Look at the state of those. They're missing the nut from that one and that one. One of the deflectors has gone and the chimney's gone. Now whether it's in here laying under these coaches, I don't know. But there's your N15. Whoops. And there is the tender, which is in, the tender's in good nick. It's missing a coupling, but the tender's in quite good nick, James. Shall we test run that later and see if it runs?
Yes.
Right, we'll move that then. I'll tell you what, you hold the plastic, look, and we'll get this out and lay it on the bench. Right, the Pullman coach is where that smash in the box was. Pullman car Leona. All buffers and couplings intact, so it appears to have survived whatever smashed that box up.
Why have some got numbers and some got names of Pullman coaches?
I don't know. Car number 58, third class brake coach. All buffers and couplings intact. Again, that's in quite good nick. And the last but not least, what's it say? Aurelia. Pullman car Aurelia. With all buffers, couplings and wheels intact. Now, that is a very strange coloration on those. Right, this polystyrene tray, well, I might cut that.
Why?
Just so we've got a tray for the Pullman coaches to, to sit on. So there we go. 3 Pullman coaches which are in excellent condition. Add them to my Pullman coaches. And then there's the N15, which was, quote, missing several minor parts. I would not say that is missing minor parts. Do you think that's going to run? The whistle's still there. Do you reckon that's going to run?
Yeah.
It's not got any danger of locking its wheels up, is it? Because it's got no bloody side rods. Right, let me put this in here. Now, people are probably thinking, well, that's all right. You could use that on trash to track. But I've already got an N15 in storage, which is unbelievably in worse condition than this one. What do you reckon? Yes or no?
It's slipping a bit though because it takes like the rods to
Well, it's running. You can see the motor's running.
It's that rodler. It's like slipping between the track.
Yeah, I was just testing the motor. So it is a runner. Push down on the tender. Gently. It's not picking up from the tender at all. Because all these brass parts have been bent. So it's... I would imagine... I don't know what... I don't know who had these before. Oh yeah, it's picking up from the tender, look. So the next thing we could do is crank it open, James, and see if it's fitted with a chip. It's been a kid's, I'd reckon.
Why would a kid snip off the sides?
And it's DCC ready, but there's no chip in it.
Why would a kid snip off the bits?
Right, so that's back together. That is in pretty bad nick, really, considering. It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
But I do actually have 795. Regular viewers will have seen my version of, or I would say our version, but it ain't yours.
We can nickname this one the potty train because it smells like wee.
Yeah, it does have a really strong smell to it. Now it's a cross between nicotine and storage, I think. But I have actually got a Southern 797 from that train set.
These Pullman coaches look a bit like...
No, that's the colour they were. It is an odd colour. But the Pullman coaches are that colour.
It looks like they're coated with nicotine though, doesn't it?
It does.
The way that
So what I'll do is I'll stack those coaches up at the back as well. So I still don't think we've done too bad for 70 quid. I mean,
no.
What do we have? The 06 brake van, the track, 29, 6 coaches, and a damaged N15, which really and truthfully is only good for parts. It is an ideal candidate for trash to track, but I've already got an N15 in storage waiting for trash to track, so I'm not going to do 2. Right, and the last train set we've got to look at, I did say I would save the best till last, was given to me, and this is a North Pole Christmas Express. I cannot even get it in focus. It is, I think, what, either O or G gauge, and the person that I bought the Southern Belle and the Santa set from actually gave me this as well. This all came part of it, so this was included in the £70 I've paid for all 4 train sets. So shall we have a look, James?
Wait, yeah, on the box it says that the cab's white, but on it in there it's blue.
Yeah, apparently it's got a working headlight, animated reindeer that hop up and down, an animated elf pump car, and 172 of track. It doesn't actually say what of track, it just says 172 what? Elves. Oh, okay. Yeah, if I hold that, pull the box out. I don't know. Pull it out. Oh, hang on. Hold it. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the battery test on this. Right, took that box over there. And here we go. So this is the track. I think it's O gauge. Somebody will undoubtedly correct me if I'm wrong. And the first thing we'll look at is this loco. Shall we? Oh, that is extremely heavy. And we've got more track.
But it's red, green and blue.
We've got Santa's special coach. We've got, there's a bit of a Christmas thing going on here in August.
Yeah.
But it's a train set, and we've got this elf car, look, with, what's he up to, look, whoop. And then loads more track in there. So put that down over there and we'll have a look. So, no, don't throw it, you pilchard. Right, it's a typical made in China, plastic wheels, plastic axles, the stickers are coming off.
COVID.
Smells slightly of nicotine, but it all seems to be complete. The only thing I can see missing at the moment is a couple of coupling hooks, but we may have enough hooks to hold the whole thing together. Now this said, I'll try and move my camera stand. This said that this was a rocking, oh look at that, look. Yeah, giddy up, dancer and prancer.
Well, they're not going to get anywhere because they're literally walking on the train.
That's quite cool. Right, let's stand that over there. That weirdly, that's got plastic tyres. Oh, I suppose it's so that it grips to make the reindeer move.
We should make a running session video at Christmas with this just going on.
Yeah. Now we've got a dancing elf car, or oh, yep. Fair enough if you're into that sort of thing. And now we've got this. Now this is extremely heavy, and the loco which drives, and this.
You have to plug that into the tender. I don't know.
Yes, thank you. It's not my first train set. Right, so that plugs in there, and then that hooks. If you can get the wire out of the way. I can't believe we've got these on Gems or Junk. Look at that.
Let's see if it works.
There are no batteries in it. Shall we go and get some batteries?
Yes, I'll go get some.
Go, hang on. I'll unscrew this. We'll be back in a second when we've got some batteries. Right, so we've just undone the lid, and the batteries from whenever Christmas this last ran are still in here, and have, I don't want to touch them. There is battery jelly all over the place. Look at that.
Yeah.
Right, I think I better try and hold the bag open and we'll tip that into the bin. Right, we've jury rigged some AA batteries in there because they're the same voltage, because we haven't got any C batteries. Now, let me get a bit of track ready. Let me, I'll do, and just put that under there. What do we think, James? Now, we've not tried this before putting it on camera, so the jury rigging might not work, but there's a switch on the back now. What do you reckon?
Yes.
What on earth is that? You said it was musical earlier, that other one, and this one actually is. I'm going to stop that. Right, so there's a forward reverse lever on the front here. Put your hand there. Put your hand there. Give your bloody phone, boy. Put your hand there to stop it if it goes forwards. Oh, it works. Look at that. That's cool, isn't it? And then obviously this in the tender is just, because that's not going to get annoying, is it?
Yeah.
At Christmas. Well, the jury rigging of the batteries, I do not recommend jury rigging batteries. It is just something I've done for this. So do not jury rig batteries. But if I lift that up, you can see it's working fine, look. So now we have to, it will take some tidying up because it does need a good bloody wipe over, everything does. I mean, you see the cab roof and that, but that's good then. It works. A bit different to that N15 we just looked at, isn't it? Eh?
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of this Gems or Junk. I think you'll agree, for £70 for all this, I think that's a very good bargain. Having checked online, these coaches are probably worth they're probably worth about £60 for the set. So I think we've done really well there, including this beast of an engine down the bottom here that actually plays music. In fact, everything is not on there, is it, James?
What?
Because I forgot to put, doing the closing shot, I've actually forgot to put anything of that on. So you've got this Santa train set, and then everything you see on here, 3 Mark IIs, 3 Pullmans, this poor old N15 that's seen better days, copious amounts of nickel silver track. We've got a controller that we've got to keep, a buffer stop, a 2906, and of course Santa's jingle train. So
Jingle train.
Santa's jingling his bells. Right, it's Christmas baubles. Anyway, it's August, so pack it in. Right, thanks again for watching Gems or Junk.
Please like, share and subscribe.
Please like, share and subscribe. Don't subscribe too much though, because James said he's going to show his face at 10,000, and that is something you really don't want to see. Thanks for watching Gems or Junk. We'll catch you again in the next episode. Bye for now.